But protest action at the institution. Government says security agencies will ensure that the celebrations go ahead in a secure environment. A number of students have been arrested following a protest which led to arson and looting last night. Spokesperson Unathi Binqose says police will continue to keep an eye on the institution. And for more details on that story, our reporter Unathi Binqose is live to us from Fort Hare. Unathi, a very good afternoon to you. Do tell us more about today's protest. What has happened today?
Well, the protest has since died down since around 11 o'clock this morning. There's very, very high police presence here. Some on their feet, some on horsebacks, and we saw some canine unit also. So the protests have really, really died down. Well, the majority of the students went to court. I mean, the 14 students that were arrested last night, they made a brief court appearance at the Alice Magistrates Court at around 2 o'clock today. And I can tell you that all the 14 of them have been remanded in custody until the 27th of May. So they still have another 7 days to spend behind bars. And that is something that has really, really angered the students. We saw them coming out of that court fuming. And they say that they accuse the management of Fort Hare University actually of having a hand in the decision that came out in court today. And they have vowed to galvanize and decide on their next plan of action. But they say that they will do everything in their power to retaliate because they believe that the court was not alone in taking this decision. They believe that management was involved. So in terms of the strike at the campus, there's nothing happening. The police are very, very dominant. Everything is seemingly running smoothly. And the marquees that were burnt down yesterday have since been re-erected, and everything is running almost according to plan, and of course under high police presence. But we do expect that things may get out of hand, given the anger that we're feeling on the students after that court decision. But we will keep an eye on what is happening here, and we'll keep you posted. But I can tell you that at the moment, everything is running according to plan, and that the management is adamant that the celebrations will go ahead as planned tomorrow. And all the guests are expected to be here, including President Robert Mugabe.
Look, Unathi, we've been getting some mixed reports on who to blame for the arson and looting last night. A lot of people have been blaming the DASO and EFF Student Command. What can you confirm to us at this stage, according to those who have been arrested?
Well, what we saw in court today was a united front by all the student organizations, including the DASO, SASCO, and the EFF Student Command. Seemingly, from what we are getting on the ground, we had some reports and comments of a third force, particularly from those who are leading SASCO. But at the court, we saw a united front of them, and they were standing together and saying that they will meet together as SRC. I mean, the SRC in this institution is composed of those three organizations, EFF, DASO, as well as SASCO. But of course, both parties accuse the other of being the third force that they are talking about. But publicly, when we are together and we come together as a media to them, we are seeing a united front. But of course, there are those who are responsible for those actions, and we couldn't actually quiz them on which political organizations are those 14 affiliated to. So we don't quite know, but we do believe that they come from quite a variety of organizations. And the majority of students here are seemingly in support of DASO, particularly in this campus. So it's difficult to tell who to blame. I mean, when they are together, you won't hear them talking about accusing one another of being responsible for what is happening here. But it will be interesting to see what they have to say after, or what decisions they come up with after meeting with the students and giving a report on the court proceedings earlier today.
Thanks for that update. Unathi Binqose live to us from Fort Hare University in Port Elizabeth.